make sure my audio's good. Hold on. Hold on. Yep. Yepers. Alright, let me check my audio. Why does it say I was live for 71 hours? Oh, there it goes. Hope I wasn't live for 71 hours. Yeah, I took a little break from streaming. Didn't stream until... Didn't stream for a while. And then streaming today. Working on the site. And, yeah. With the site, I had a list of things. Aside from this bug that we're looking at right now. I had a list of things here that I fixed. Then I need to fix this. This. Oh no, that's done. And this. And then I need to push this change. But let me check something real quick. I want to see if this one got fixed. It still doesn't fetch the image. It doesn't fetch the image on Discord. I don't know why. Um. Yeah, hold on. Let me. Okay. Yeah, in the game, the game that I'm working on will be done today, or it won't. Yeah, I need to do one more thing with it. I need to fix the audio of the game, and then once that's done, I'm gonna push the production build. And then once that's uh once that's done, I plan to start on the next app. The next app will be using next app will be like a quiz type game. Now I haven't mocked up anything, so I might mock up some stuff today with what's it called, Gemini, and I do need to get artwork for it. But for now, I'm gonna just use like simple basic artwork stuff. But since I want it to be like a peer to peer, like you play with friends or something, I need to set up hosting for it, which I don't know. Um, I don't know how to like the scope of the project because I want it to be like a good game, but yeah. All right, I don't know why I thought this player belt was gonna have this. Yeah, that fixes that, and then so let me show the changes. I don't know if I have my audio set up for the stream for like the music, but let me show. So if I click this, look at this. Okay, you don't hear the audio. Or maybe you do. The Hold on. The hell's that noise? What the fuck? That's some homeless person? I think it's a homeless person. Weird ass noise. Run, kitty, run. Yeah, I'm watching. I heard random noise, so I'm like, what the hell's that noise out there? It's some homeless person. We got no gate. Yeah, this type of security the neighborhood provides. It's crazy. I hope the cat runs away, because I don't want him to get hurt. Her to get hurt. And the people collecting the cans the other day were also like bums too. Maybe we should send. I mean, did They need to hurry up. So many random people would be just walking in. We could call them. Do you want me to? Who knows if they'll answer though? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Why can't I get? You walk into the carport. Yeah. Here, I'll try calling them, seeing. Hold on. They really give no option to just talk to someone. Hold on, it's ringing. Hi, I'm currently a resident at the apartment, and uh, there's currently like some random person, I assume maybe homeless, just walking around inside of the apartment's like parking lot. Yeah, yeah. I'm on Lucretia Street, 2266. Yeah, and the other day there was also someone who was going through the recycle as well. I don't think they lived here either. Do you know when the gates will be back in? Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, I'm ready. Mm-hmm. The new gate's not ready. But I have a feeling he might be gone already. I'm scared to go to laundry. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Yeah, that's weird. I was scared for the cat out there. And that isn't the only time I've seen random people just be walking around in here. The security here sucks. That's one thing to note about this place. Car cat will hide. Yeah, car cat hid. Let me see if I can find car cat. I think car cat's back under a car. I should have taken a picture in case they came by and asked. Fuck. I should have thought of that, taking a picture of him, so it doesn't look like I'm crazy. Oh my gosh. At least we don't pay a lot here. If we paid a lot of rent, then that'd be crazy too. Alright, back to work. Streaming. Alright, let me continue showing what I've done in the past few days. So, you may be seeing now, it's all one page now. Everything is one page. And you could go from artist to artist and all this while maintaining your listening experience. Hold on. So yeah, and then if you're listening from the top songs, I need to fix this pop-up because the background does not like stand out. But if you listen from the top songs, you can see all the songs here of the next list and then previous songs there. And then if you listen to it from here, ladies, you can see it like this. And it just happens to be the same picture. Yeah, and then if I go to the next... gentlemen. So hold on. Wait, it should have gone... Okay, maybe I need to fix that. That's something I need to fix. Hold on. Sorry. The next list is set, and then... Yeah, and then playing a song from the album, it doesn't work. And that also did not work. So these crashes I plan to fix immediately. Okay, hold on. It doesn't have album name. Album name, undefined album name. But that's the only time. Yeah, but yeah, because if I played this and then click this, it should pop up with the album info, but it seems that it doesn't for some reason, and I don't know why. Because album data should be found. But as you can see, album data is undefined. So I need to fix that. But that doesn't make sense because it should be found. So maybe mapped album ID is not always set, but so that might be why. Maybe mapped album ID is not always set. So maybe I should do this. Mapped album ID or item dot ID includes, and then this. So let me try that, and then let me see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, like that, and then why does this not have the album name in the song pop-up? Hold on. Why does this not have... Oh, hold on. Song information should have album name. Why does it not have album name? I don't know. List items, prop value, album. Hold on. Hold on, I need to log into my... Let's do the wrong thing. Okay, that's okay. I don't know why it's not wanting to make payment. Do, do. Yeah, it stopped asking for payments. I don't know why. Alright, yeah, so Bloxburg. Yeah, they hold on. Yeah, so hold on. I don't know why this is not. Where's my song info pop up? Let me see why. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, album name. So if it's album name, Let me just do this. That fixes it. Alright, now let's fix the other issue. I was trying to showcase, like, when I play from here, and then I go to here. Oh. What order do I put this in? If this isn't in order, then let me see what order I listed in, because filter albums. I filter it by I filter it by video views. Let me check. Sorted songs. Wait, what? Let me rename this. Pop-up table prop. And then in the code, it should be sorted by ID. Oh, but because hold on. So that's not sorted, but then the sort set songs, current album data, pop-up table. This should sort it by ID, because then it makes sense for me to do it by ID. Because when I do next song, I believe next song list is by ID. So I need to sort this by ID. So I need to do something like this, and then with a.id greater than b.id. Oh wait, was it not? So it should be by ID. So let me see if I could. No, how come this doesn't? Maybe because of that? 994. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I think this is correct now. Now if I do this. Fuck. Okay, I think if I pause. Yeah, if I click it too fast. So I need to set a weight effect on that. Oh, one thing I need to do is the to-do list. I didn't do any of this for uh, Friday or Thursday and Friday. Up next list. Yeah, and then Thursday, what I did was I introduced crossplay. Right? Oh, no. What did I do Thursday? What did I do on Thursday? I didn't stream it, so I don't know what I did. This is odd. Boom, 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 boom. Hold on. All right, yeah. So I fixed some bugs on Thursday, and I did something else on Thursday. I don't remember. Oh, I fixed issues. Yeah, so we can see this, and then Saturday. What are we gonna do? Saturday. And then fix some background colors. And then I had something else I wanted to do. Uh, yeah, views display not working. And then there's some other stuff that I wanted to do. I don't know why it keeps jumping around. And then one thing that I want to do is I want to fix this where like you can't highlight anything. Can't select anything on the album pop-up. So these are like small bugs. Alright, this is a separate issue. Pop-up works for I need to make sure album pop-up works for main. And then I need to remove. I need to remove fetching all the albums in the metadata. Oh, and I need to prevent more web scraping things because I believe some web scraping stuff could easily be done here if they use like this page. They could probably web scrape it. So I want there to be like a way to like I guess put the album ID in the URL so it knows which one you selected. And I need to do that anyways because you want quick links, right? So like we want quick links anyway. So add album ID to URL. So album ID will make it easier. Oh no, because the album artist name, so album ID to URL, so quick pop-up can work. Yeah. So I need to do that, and then damn, what time zone is this person in? Yeah, so let me yeah. So let's fix this. So current issue is this. This is like you can't, select it. Yeah, I can't make this selectable. But let's do okay, first of all, there's a few things that I want to do that I think Hold on. This one like I usually fix. So let me go to like Eminem page, and then when I click on this, oh, this says streams. This should say views. Because streams and views are very different. Oh, and I also have my upcoming Eminem streams checking that I got to do. But yeah, everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Lights, action, cameras flashing. Do 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 do. $1.8 million streams is crazy. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, he doesn't have any song over 200 million streams on his second to last studio album outside of Godzilla. And even the ones with Ed Sheeran didn't do well. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. Damn. GNX is over a year old now. Bro, Baby Keem really dropped and dipped. Let me see how Lil Wayne's album is doing. Yeah, Lil Wayne's album went like plastic. Certified plastic. And that Linkin Park album did very well. I wonder that Miley Cyrus song is doing well now, since it's officially 5.6 million streams. Her album didn't really do that well. And Renee Rapp did pretty well. Morgan Wallen, his album did. Hold on. Yeah, Morgan Wallen dropped this year. Post Malone didn't drop this year. And his album didn't really do well, in my opinion. Tech 9 dropped this year, but in my opinion, I don't think it did well. He's doing a lot of features. Token did well this year. Multiple songs with millions of streams. 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Compared to his last album, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. He dropped a bonus, so. Snoop Dogg dropped this year. Snoop Dogg dropped Is It a Crime? Which I think was good. Good album. He dropped a song called Silent Night. Baby Shark remix. Bro, like, what is Snoop Dogg really doing out here? Nate Dogg? Hold on. Alright, yeah, let's fix these issues. Getting distracted. Fuck, getting distracted. It's already 11:21. Spotify streams not a number. Instead of 0. Yeah, so when I look at this, the YouTube views here shouldn't be this. It should be the combine of this and this should have popped up with the one that is selected on. Hold on, that's another bug. Should pop up with Gory. Yeah, so it should open up the category that that album is in. So, I don't know if we're gonna fix the background colors today, because to be honest, that's such like a low priority thing. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. Let me change perspectives here and see total Spotify streams here. This should be. Yeah, hold on. Total original views. Song video views. Each songs. But it should be. Songs is all the songs for some reason in this category. But that doesn't make sense because why Why is songs... Hold on. Current album data. Is settings... Current album data is songs of... Album data. Current album data. That doesn't make sense because the selected is the 25th anniversary one. So why are we not filtering for the selected? Yeah, see, this is, okay, I think this is where the issue is. In line 21, we do this, but then we're not changing the album data to fetch from the list selected. So then we should say current album data. No. But then songs get set. Current album data, set songs based on current album data. Oh wait, no, songs, but then this is all based on relapse refill for some reason. Why is album data for album table not correct? Album selected. Huh. Hold on. Close icon. Yeah, album list sidebar set. When I select it, set list album data, it should do this. So this is where it's broken. Album list sidebar, in which line 140 it's broken. Because when I click this, it's setting it to relapse for some reason. Even though it knows the album name. Oh, because it's a special album. Yeah, this is broken here. So if find album dot mat So then we do it like this, and then the difference here is this, but then we remove this here, and it should work. There we go. So that fixes this now. But now the issue is, it fixes this, but it doesn't fix this, total YouTube views, in which that info is inside this table, in which total YouTube views would be in the songs list for album table. Meow. Why did it not break at this point? Total views special. Maybe that's what I need to break at. Total views special 1. So I think that's what I need to do, because filter special album ID here. So total views. Wait, then how come item.id? Oh wait a second. Meow, meow. This filter special album ID. Okay, I see now. So now what we have to do is this. Instead of original total views, we have to do if is special album song. We should have. Bless you. Album ID here, but then oh wait, I feel like this would be good to have the info for. Hold on. Yeah, find album. And then why does the album video views is this? But that's fine, because then we could say and then this, and then album dot mapped album ID. Oh. Oh wait, why is there a... Wait, hold on. 4. But if it's special album ID 4, why is it re-rendering it? Like, it's stuck rendering a different album when I click on it, which I think is an issue. Because why does it keep rendering a different album when album data shouldn't be anything other than what we set it to? So I think this is an issue. Set album data selected, I think. If I click this, pop-up data, album data selected. So yeah, this is wrong. The pop-up data selected is wrong. Let me see. This is collections. Album pop-up, song data. Oh. Okay, my mouse died. Hold on. Is this the right charger? Let me see. Alright, this is the right charger. Now I see why it failed here. Because I need to add the same thing here. And then let me remove this. Let's remove this special album thing. And then let's do a check on this. And then remove this. So that way it should be accurate now when I do it. YouTube views, not a number. Okay. Oh my god. What is the cat doing? Okay, so when I click this, album data selected is correct, and then when I do this, $20 total views for some reason doesn't have 20. Hold on. Set to 1. Set to 1, but that's not right. Hold on. Special album ID. Oh wait, so if it's supposed to be special album ID, let me see. Album ID. So then this should just be ID then. Inside of 89 for album table. And that should have. Why does it not want original total views? Yeah, so there. So now if I go to this, it's separate. It's combined. No results available. What? Recovery definitely had a. Yeah, these ones. 9. Number 9, Recovery Deluxe. Mapped album ID would have been 17. So then why didn't it find it? Oh, you know why? Because I filter out the thing. So in this change, an album pop-up. Ooh. An album pop-up, I remove the fact that or hold on. There's 2 places that I do this to. Yeah, and it's because of this, but I think because we don't have like we don't know that it has associated any map IDs, or it doesn't have any albums associated to this map ID. So if it doesn't have a thing to it, what we need to then do in the code is this, where I think what we need to do is add songs to get no. So this would be special albums only, and then this will be. Oh no, but this. Hold on. Oh no, because this doesn't make sense here. There is no map ID to even be found here. We want item. If the song is. I don't What ID is this song? 333. Oh, it'd be one of the last songs I added. Oh no, it wouldn't be. Okay, wait, I found it here. So it does have special album ID, so if it has a special album ID and it's mapped to if its special album ID is mapped to special album ID 9. But the song ID is 1. Item album ID. I assume this might give me all the songs then, but this, I think this album name check is what gives it to me. So let me see. None. Because item dot special ID. Hold on. Where'd it go? It's just here. 332. Alright, hold on. Okay, here. So yeah, so if special album ID, this is the item, does not equal 0, and item dot album name equals find album name, then it should have found all of them. It did. It found all of them, but then the display doesn't have that. And I wonder if that's because of... No, the display doesn't have it for some reason because of why. Why does it not have it? I think something with this album table. Yeah, but then pop-up table songs, set songs to... Something here's not right. This should have worked. I broke something. I really broke something here. I don't get it. I don't know why. Current album data. It's sorted. Filtered songs. Oh, because of this, I think. Because of this. Yeah. So it's not doing it because of it's doing it because of this, in which it's a bit odd because and then is special album, because then we get the album data, and then if it is a special album, true, and then we filter the songs based on if it's got a special album ID. So then we do that here. If is special album and we say why does it not want oh wait, okay, hold on. There we go. It's working again now. So like this. Oh my gosh. Let me save this. Can't select it. Oh, that's fixed. Yeah, so now the other issue now is this. So when I click play here, and then I click play in the pop-up, there needs to be a way to clear next list. Next song list. In which when we get it from the artist, if it's not top songs, then we'll know. Is using next song. So get next list item. Yeah, is using next list, and then here I need to detect if it's different, because if it's not using top song, I hate hate that I put this all in one here, top songs. So when I go from, hold on, I need to set a breakpoint. When I go from here, and then I go from here and play this, my next list item is not correct. So I need to, why did my breakpoint not call this? Hold on. Call this break. I go here, call this. It doesn't want to play selected option. If event data equals 0. That means it's either going at these other ones. Because if I hit play here, it does this one. It goes to this one rather than updating this. But then when we want to play something again though, okay, hold on, let me refresh this. I go from here, somehow it's in there. Data is 1. Oh wait, hold on. Data is 2. So 1 is play. So now that I know that, what I want to do here is if event.data equals 1 and player.options is single playing types. Right, single player. Wait. Single play option, single player option. What's the fucking difference? Looks like there's actually no difference here on the single player option, single playing types. But then it would be playing types, and then I think I'd do, and then I'd say just single player. Like this. Yeah, because this doesn't make sense, because if I wanted to do this, then I'd say... I already set it to false here, right? And top songs and top song limit is not a playing type. Yeah, and single player, and then if this, what we want to then just do is this. So let me see if this will work. Now, I did a lot of changes, so I don't know if anything I did will just be broken or not. Did not get next song list for some reason. Hold on, I'm trying to see what I messed up on. $463. Random song scenario, that doesn't matter. Get next item list. Yeah, why did this not get next item list? 327. Artist trust. 309. Oh wait. Oh, 'cause this has to be false. Oh wait, why does the previous song not get set? Previous song, current song data. Is it 'cause of that option? when the video player is set to, okay, I think it's this. So when I play one, yeah. So I need to, hold on. Damn, they already got, yeah, so this breaks a lot of things actually. So this actually is not it. But the thing is, I guess when I hit play here, I gotta know the difference between play here. What the heck? It doesn't want to get the list. That's so weird. Because it got the list originally. But I think if it's not using, if it's not using it, then get item list should work. But like, why would it be set to true? Doesn't even hit this point. I think because video player does get random song instead of this. And I think that's the issue, is it does that here than anything. So I think what I really need to do is in video player, I should already have the state of the properties when I click on it. Let me check. Yeah, single player. So if go to const, I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you when it feels like it right now. That little knife in my windpipe. Then I knife, then I windpipe. Then I right in the fight. And then I suffocate. Drowns me, it resuscitates me. And I love it. Wait, where you going? I'm leaving you. Where you went? Still didn't work. Why? Huh? Hold on. That doesn't make sense. How could is anything playing be true? Current song data. So I really set my code up to be that like synchronous that is anything playing really matters in this context, but the issue is nothing's playing. Do I actually need anything playing? I don't know. I don't know if this will break anything, actually. That's my main issue. This... And this if statement is on... So let's see. Yeah, this didn't go through. But I'm thinking that because... But how did this work before? That doesn't make sense because unless next song is using next song, that would be... Okay, I see what happened. But I also gotta need a decision here. Hold on. Because if I do this, then there's a decision. So... No game, no gimmicks. Alright, I think this should work now. No. How is it still going in here? Play. Next song. Okay. But if it's not using next song, then maybe I need to do... Let me see this now. So if I go from... here. No. Did not want to get next song list for some reason. I don't know why. I think because it hits this point when I hit this. No, it doesn't. Oh, fuck. Oh. Fuck. It just keeps cycling through it. But why would it want to go through? No, this doesn't make sense unless... Let me see here. Yeah, I just want to cycle through them for some reason. Maybe if I just do this. Okay, I think that's fine. And then if I do this and then go to this page and play this, it needs to know that like that the decision is artist page, but get next items is gonna have to be different though, because decision is no longer artist page. It's gonna be album pop-up page. So play selected option will have to this. I need this to be called when I hit play. And I need this to be when it's the album pop-up. Main content, video player. But I needed, something needs to call this. Album table. When I hit that play button, let me see, what do I call? Song player, and in song player, yeah, so I need to do is album pop-up. Oh no, tops. I could just check if it's not top songs. Oh, but then I could just check that. Toggle play pause is top songs. False. False. If previous top songs was true, then I could just check it here. Oh, you can't see the code. I could just change it here. If the previous top songs was right, if the previous was here. So let me check. Let me put put a breakpoint in there. Wait. And then if previous so then next songs. And then current top songs would be like this. And then, how do I make it update so it, when it re-renders? I don't even know his name. Let me ask ChatGPT something. Alright, hold on. So now let me. I want this to be here. Top songs now. I don't care about that. Because if it wasn't top songs. If. If this is false, what we need to do is basically call this, but this won't work because I need to call player settings. I don't know if this will work. Said things, did things that we didn't mean, and we fall back into the same pattern, same team. Alright, let's see. So if I call this, get our next song list, open this, call this. That did not work for some reason. It did not want to update. But then maybe this should have been a new. Hold on. Something in the code needs to change for this to work. I don't know if it's this. But it's not gonna be the same. Says this should work. Let me try this. Says that it should work, but I have no clue. What do I know? Doesn't get the next song list though. It. But maybe I need to call it. Let me see. Alright, let me refresh this. Play this. It doesn't call it. Should play selected. Was everyone else Slim Shady? Please stand up. Why is it still false? Doesn't make sense. Hold on. No, this doesn't make sense. Hold on. This is not working. Yeah, this doesn't work. The condition doesn't work because this gets rendered first. Or this gets called first, in which then this will always be false. Yeah, so let me try this. But you state's already here. And then I set this. And then I set this as a... Let's see if that works. Okay, it gets it, but it doesn't. The next song list isn't accurate. It's not getting it from the next I know what it's doing. Hold on. I need to check if the next song list is a special one or not. Because if it's a special album ID, then it needs to also check that in here, because special album IDs work a little differently. So maybe special album ID, and we call this album ID card song data. It's either gonna be mapped album ID or, let me see, 513. No, it's this. What a real Slim Shady stand up. And you've never seen a white person before. A child's on the floor. Turned in worse than before. Now it's worse than before. Then turn the doors and then turn it. Ah. So now what we want to do is say let equals this if 0 do this else do this. We use this equal and then change that. And then if it's a special album ID, we're gonna say if special album ID. I believe that's the entry, right? It's lowercase. And then like this. So then Oh, and then this is a bit different then because fuck, this is different here. Because DB elements is because this is not, this will be on special albums ID, which artist is fine, but inner join all special albums, where this all special albums, year released, album name, album art, and then songs special album ID with all special albums .id. So that way we only get 2 when we do it. So play this. Should be fine. Play this. That's next. Like that. And then same with this. Don't front. How is don't front on this? But I don't see it listed. Expanded edition. What the fuck's it called? LP2 with no space. And then Don't Front is on album number 8. And that one is the expanded edition. Number 7 is the deluxe. So why did this not filter for the deluxe? Mapped album ID is 16. All these are 16, but it's 7 and 8. But then when I click on it, it doesn't want to filter to give me 7 or 8 for some reason. I don't know why. Why is it following me? Hold on. Let me see. So I want this. Okay, I want the camera to be like there. I need to see why it's doing this, and I thought I had fixed that issue. Inside of this file. Yeah, some of these when I click on it, it's not wanting to work. Alright, hold on. Let me click on this one since I've already got it up. So mapped album ID is 16. But it's because it doesn't have the album name, the song won't have the item name. But the item of the oh, this is not accurate. This is why. Hold on. I did not do this right. This needs to map and item dot special album ID equals find. Oh wait, if map album ID is not, this should be this, and then we won't have accurate album name. What the hell? $16. Oh wait, no. ID. Here. So like that, and then but the deluxe though should work because the deluxe should be, hold on, why can't I, the deluxe is 7. 7, all songs. Special ID. Let me see. 313. Special album ID equals 7. So then this should work. Why is it not getting any data? I don't know. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably some other filter that I have. Because I did this for this here. I wonder if this is doing some weird filtering. Because his special album is undefined. Even though technically it is a special album. But that's because we don't know it's a special album, because that's because album table. So don't front is apparently, yeah. So this is correct now. Alright, so now let me refresh. I play this. If I open up recovery, album data is not defined. That doesn't make sense. Album data is... So if I played the album... That doesn't make sense. Album data... How does that... Album data is not defined. I can't tell you what it really is. I can only tell you what it feels like. And right now, it's the knife in my windpipe. In a fight. Oh, wait. 543 on main. But that's alright because I love you where you are. There we go. But then if I click this, for some reason it doesn't know what I'm clicking on. I don't know why. Okay, mapped album ID. Song data is none. Oh, because I check for album name. This is the same as the other one that I have to do. I check for album name, in which that doesn't make sense because album name obviously isn't gonna be the same when it's... Yeah, there. So I fixed that issue. Okay. Let me just make sure this is fine. Yeah, this has an issue here actually. And you know what I think it is? I think it's video player. I think it's this one. When I say is anything playing, but I think the check now is if this here. Yeah. A painful reminder of why. Alright, that looks fine. Views display not working, that's fixed. Oh yeah. Yeah, so right now I can't click on it even though I should be able to fetch. So that would be more of a feature. But let me make sure no errors are occurring when I click on it. no errors are occurring, so that's good. Okay, let me fix this other issue. So if I go to like M&M and I click on this, it should automatically slide open the one that. So let me this should automatically open up the items selected. So hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, yes. Now let me. It just. It doesn't up. Okay, it doesn't. Why it's not opening? I like when you like question ChatGPT and then it says, "Oh, this is why it's not opening." It's like, bro, what? There it goes. Do, 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 do. Okay, why did it decide to change this? Oh, it just realigned it. Okay. Nice. So this is done, I think. Let me see. Bro, why did it crash? I don't know. Oh, but then it does. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Yeah, this thing is stupid. Yeah, that's way smoother. Oh my goodness. Alright, that's fixed. And then, I think I'm good. Let me. I sort of want to see why the album pop up doesn't work here, but I don't know why. It doesn't go to pop up table. So album info pop up. So it doesn't want to do that because album drawer open doesn't work. when it's supposed to be set to true. Because on main functions, it doesn't main function. Main functions, but on player belt it doesn't want to call it. Why? Why? Is it because it's a single? Oh no, because there's no album data. But then why is it not? Hold on. Oh. It's stuck on Eminem as the artist data. Running from the popo. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I feel like I could get it, but like I don't have all the data here for artist data stuck on this. And it doesn't want to current album data. Doesn't want to fetch the album data, which but yeah. Uh let me push these changes because these changes are good enough. Another right here. Hold on. Done. 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 So let me. Yeah, and then merge this. And then let me upload these changes. Then let me go to the terminal. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, 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 yep. And I'm gonna need to do a forever stop and then start. But yeah, I'm gonna end my stream here. I am good. And changes will be live today. Bye.